The time is 8 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, April 24th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, April 24th, 2019. Got on! And good morning to you all on this Wednesday morning, April 24th, 2018. It's 8 a.m. and we have a temperature of 52 degrees now. It has jumped up to 55 degrees in Fair Skies in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News today is Russian interference was more than Facebook ads, as Kushner said. Sri Lanka calls bombers will educated warns of ongoing threat. Senator Trump, that was the longest serving Republican League's party as efforts of the new normal. He wanted no part of it. As he joins the Democrats because of Trump. Bowen pulls 2019 guidance policies share buyback. Due to the 737 max uncertainty, hundreds of former Boy Scouts came forward with the new claims of sexual abuse. Border Patrol agents found a grad 3-year-old boy alone in a cornfield near the Texas border. A 70-year-old woman falls to her death in Grand Canyon National Park. 8 pedestrians struck by a car as suspected in an intentional crash. Armed borders group shuts down camp at border New Mexico. One's $1.25 trillion education plan sweeping grim away to the wealthy and expense of the poor, Washington Post editorial said. Kim Jong-un arrives in Western Port City for a summit with Vladimir Putin. Director war against Canada over trash shipped to the Philippines. Lyra McGee borders arrive at St. Cathedral funeral. Paper is Nick Wagner priest threatened with a death reaches out to niece in the U.S. Longtime Norton selectman Bob Kimball after the town election. Occidental Petroleum bid 76 for Anarco, Trump and Chevron offer for the oil and gas driller. Donald Trump claimed to Twitter CEO about losing followers. Government expense airbag investigation to include more than 12 million vehicles. Looking at stocks now. Up 145 34.6, 26, 6.39, SP 5.25.7, 1 at 29.33.68, and NASDAQ up 105.56 and 8120.82. Looking at news from the wires. The African Union gave the Sudanese military 3 months ahead over the power of the country to a civil suicide to be suspended from the regional organ. UN report pro-Afghan forces killed more civilians than Taliban, and it is the 2019. North Korean leader Kim arrives at Vladivostok for a summit with Putin. Sri Lanka death toll rises up to 359.5 children confirmed dead. Supreme Court shows splinter and arguments on censorship question. North Carolina hospital delivered blood with drones and pioneered medical program. SpaceX warned limit that the crew capsule exploded. According to the statewide poll, 60% said there's an urgent need to improve the state's transportation system as Massachusetts commuters want exit on traffic choked roads. Every town manager talked to this contract several times as a private joke. Peter Joel News time is 8:04. Time now for sports report. The Boston Bruins punched their ticket to the next round of the Eastern Conference semifinals with a 4-5-1 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference first round last night. They'll be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets game time 7 o'clock tomorrow. While the Boston Red Sox dropped the doubleheader to the Detroit Tigers 7-4 to the day game, 4-2 in the nightcap. Sox and the Tigers grinded at 7 o'clock at Fenway Park. Today, the Norton Lancers boys baseball will have a game against the Denver Mariners at 3:45 at Norton High School. CC Sabathia deals 3,000 strikeouts to the tribe of reinvention. Damian Lillard eliminates Thunder with a 37-footer as the Portland Trailblazers over the Oklahoma City Thunder 118 to 115 as the Blazers move on to the next round of the playoffs. Peter Chillo news time is 8:05. Time now for Peter Chillo traffic trends and check. Baby! On the MBTA Fitchburg train 408, 7:10 a.m. from Rochester up at 5 minutes Piazza between air and off station due to freight train traffic. Greenwich train 07164 a.m. from South Station up at 5 minutes Piazza between Waveland and the Greenwich due to train traffic. Kingston train 033, 7:11 a.m. from South Station up at 25 minutes Piazza between Braintree and Kingston due to train traffic. And the fares, they are looking good. All right, highways and byways of New England. Ninety-five, stop outside. So between protecting the Providence. 95, not bad side. Slow from work all the way down to Providence. 185, westbound side. Slow around Seacock, that's Providence. 285, both ends back between work all the way to Johnson. 146, both ends back with North Smithfield stretch to 99, not bad side. Slow between Lincoln and Woonsocket. 138, westbound side of Jamestown Bridge. A little slow. Meadow Bridge to the southbound side. A little slow. Route 60 eastbound side, also between Hyenas and Harwich, and Route 25 eastbound side, also the border Ford Bridge, and both fences backed up. 44, both fences back to the Middlebury stretch. 495 at the northbound side, so between Milford and the respect that's Boston. 95 northbound side, so between South Bay Street Street and 128 Captain. 24 northbound side, also on West Bridgewater. And Taunton and Hampton between Brockton and 128 Captain. Between the northbound side. So between 228 Rock the Braintree Split, 7 Expressway, both northbound side, so between Braintree Split and the Mass Bank Boston. 7 Expressway, southbound side, so the Dorchester Ridge and Hip Square and 128 in Burlington. And 128 at the northbound side, slow. Around Braintree, all the way down the Mass Bank in Boston. Mass Bank eastbound side, between Fairway down the 7 Expressway, downtown Boston. And 93 Buffett downtown Boston back up. Route 1 is southbound side, so between Chelsea and River down to Charlestown. 7 tells on Cal tells, looking good. Mass Bank westbound side between Lower Bend and South Boston. 93 southbound side between 209 downtown Boston. 128 southbound side between 95 and Beaverly down to Route 2 and Lexington. Route 2 westbound side so on 95 and Lexington. Route 2 eastbound side. Also on the Cambridge stretch. Route 3 the southbound side between 495 and Long Island. 128 in Burlington. 495 and the southbound side between Havel all the way down to 93 in Lawrence. 495 and the northbound side between Route 2 and Littleton and down to Tewksbury. 93 the northbound side, so they had over stretch 93 southbound, so between that and Boston. Route 2 eastbound side for 146 down there. Route 9 in Worcester, 146 to the northbound side, so on 290 in Worcester. 91 northbound side, also on Route 57 in Angwan, 291 and southbound side, so the Mass Bank in Chicopee. 91 southbound side, so between Woodlock and Harvard Connecticut. 91 northbound side, so between Meriden and Harvard Connecticut. 84 westbound side, so 15. Newtown and Never get eastbound 84. Stop and go between Warrenburg and Hartford and Merritt Parkway westbound side. So between Bridgeport down to Greenwich. 95 to the southbound side. Bridgeport down to Greenwich. 95 northbound side. So between Milford down to New Haven. Route 101 westbound side. Also at the Never Turnpike in Manchester and Main Turnpike at the northbound side. Also Walls Main southbound side. So the Portland Main stretch in 295 at the southbound side. Also the Portland stretch in 295 southbound side. So the Falmouth Spur and the Main Turnpike 84. 89 southbound side. So Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire. 93 southbound side. Slow right at Woodstock, New Hampshire. 95 at the southbound side. Lows on Fairfield, Maine. And there's 789. Then one on the southbound side. Lows on York, Skinny, More, City, Vermont, and Onward 50 at the northbound side. So, we're correct to Montreal. Peter Chell news time is 8:09. Time now for weather report. Looking at a couple of patches of light to moderate band ratios, a few 100 miles south of the Nantucket coast. As it is a perfect skies to a fair start to your morning. And now forecast goes like this. Most of the constants starts more than the ground, but the sky high about 67 degrees. Light of wind coming westward 5 to 10 miles an hour. West constants 21 miles an hour for tonight. Most of the coast about 48 degrees and the northwest wind about 2 to 7 miles an hour for Thursday. Most of the part cost about 65 about 42 degrees. Light of wind and southward about 5 miles coming to the it is a nice 2 days to start off, but Fridays, showers likely May after 11 a.m. and Petrobras between 3 and 5 p.m. Otherwise, most skies about 58 degrees, top winds about 2 to 7 miles an hour, just between 7%. Friday night, showers likely Petrobras between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Otherwise, clouds about 47 degrees, sun about 6 miles coming southwest of the minute. Suspicion 7% for Saturday. Chance of shower before noon. Most of the times about 60 degrees. West about 8 to 30 miles on cut size. 31 miles an hour. Suspicion 50%. Saturday. Most of the coast about 41 degrees. Western about 5 to 10 miles, gust out 20 miles an hour for Sunday. Shower times made between noon and 4 p.m. Punch sets about 62, about 41 degrees. Transpiration 6%, southwest about 7 miles an hour for Monday. Most of the about 60, about 42 degrees. Western about 9 miles an hour. Shifting westward about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Transpiration 30%. But Tuesday, most sides about 62 degrees and west about 7 miles an hour. Right now in Taunton, it's 55 degrees and fair skies. That's going to be it for the Peter Chittle morning news on this Wednesday morning, April 24th, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good morning and a good positive. Hope you have a wonderful day.